Welcome to VirajeTech online training platform. Learn, grow, and get hired at top companies. Master in-demand skills, react.js, AI, Python, data science, and more. Get job opportunities in USA, UK, Canada, and Dubai. Land your dream job at Microsoft, Apple, Google, and top MNCs. Join us today and transform your career. Limited seats available. Enroll now and start learning. VirajeTech, your gateway to global career success. What is React.js? React.js is a JavaScript library used to create fast, dynamic, and interactive web applications. It helps us build reusable components that update efficiently without refreshing the page. How does React work? React operates by creating an in-memory virtual DOM, rather than directly manipulating the browser's DOM. It performs necessary manipulations within this virtual representation before applying changes to the actual browser DOM. React.js provides a powerful way to build scalable and interactive training platforms. The concepts we covered today form the foundation of an online learning system. Keep practicing and enhance this platform by adding more features. Subscribe for more training sessions and start building amazing React applications today.
So yesterday we created a project. Let me close it. So that project I already shared you the link. So it is on the StackBit. So if you open the StackBit, so it's an open GitHub repository. So this is the first project that we developed yesterday, and all the source code of this project is there. Now I've created a readme.txt file. So Ashita, you asked me that you need the command and all these things, right? That I mentioned in this readme.txt file. So with the help of this, you can be able to create the project and run the project, and all the source code are there. So can you guys just please check this link? Are you able to access it or not? Or if someone is facing any issue, just let me know right now, so I will check that. So let me ping it again. Just check that. So all of you are able to access, I believe.
Yeah, Manin. So, but how to download this project?
To download it, if you see, there is one button is there, download project. You just see my screen.
Okay.
So
Yeah,
when you click on it, it will download the folder for you, project for you. So
okay,
it will
Manin. Thank you.
Okay.
Okay, thank you.
Okay, so let me start today's discussion. So in yesterday, what we did, we have discussed what are the different type of JavaScript modules are available. We discussed common JS module that will use by the Node.js, and then after we saw that common.js module doing import and export is not too much handy. Node.js. So what we did yesterday, we will install one Babel CLI module, and we will install one Babel preset React, and we'll create a Babel RC file. With the help of this, we are able to execute the ES6 code here. Now we did some import and export in last class, like add, multiply, and divide. So I just want to brief you what exactly is the import and export and how many different type of import and export are available. So there are four type of exports are available. One is named export, second is default export, third is mixed export, and the fourth one is the cyclic export that most of the time we are not using it. Mainly we are using name export, default export, and mixed name and default export. I will show you how we can use these exports in one import of the other file. Most of the time it is not using it. Let me explain you how it will go.
Okay.
So this is our last project. So I'm taking the same project. So in last project, what we did it, we will create one function and we have some export and import it there. So what I will do, let me remove this. Let me remove all the things from this project, this file. So let's suppose I've created a calculator file, and inside this calculator I've created C function. This is the first function that is performing add. This is the function that is performing subtraction, and this is the function that is performing multiply. So if you want to export a function, you directly need to place a keyword export in front of this function. So this function is directly available in the other file. But there are different ways to import a function. So let's suppose I will put export prefix to add function, export prefix to subtract function, but in the multiply I use export default. So what is the difference between a normal export and export default? That I will show you. Suppose if you, I have created C function here, and I'm trying to export it, and I'm trying to import it in the index.js file. So I import. So if you export a some function without default keyword, then how you can access it in the other file? So to access it, you have to put a braces here, and in the braces you have to specify the function name, just like it is a add. So I will specify here it's a add. Now that function is available, or here I need the file name, so I will say dot slash calculator. So if I specify add like this way, that means this function is available in this project. So let me, in this file, so let me try to use it. I will pass some object here, a comma 2. Maybe add some node here. Let me go to my project. Our project is node first step. I'm going. So to start the Visual Studio Code, there is a shortcut. If you type code and after space one dot is there, it will open the Visual Studio Code for you. So I've already opened it, so it will open it for me. So to run the command, I have to create a script that we created in the last session. If I run npm start, if you see the addition 5 is come here. So this is the one way of exporting the things. This we can say that name export. In the name export, what we'll do, we'll directly use the name of a function. Suppose add is here. So what I will take directly add here. So add is available here. So what is the difference between default export and the normal export? If I want to use multiply in the index function, I don't need to use this curly braces. What I need, I directly specify multiply, and this multiply is available in this file. If I do, so if I go, I will space multiply here. Let me comment this. I start npm start. So we see multiply 6 is come. Now let's take an example where I want both. I want a default export also, and I want the normal export also. So default export, you don't need to add any curly braces. But if I want to use any normal export, what I will do, I will use the curly braces, and I will take the function and specify inside the default in the braces. So by this way, I can use the default export and the normal export. If I use this means the function, the variable that is outside the braces, that is the default export. The variable that is inside the braces, that is the normal export. So now I can use both the function. Now addition is also work and multiplication is also work. So now there is one last example is there. Suppose if you don't want to use the default export, and you only want to use the whatever suppose in this file I have a n number of normal export, then how can I use it? For this they provide one provision. What I can do, I will do import star as So I can use a alias. So what it will does, this star as calc, it will give the reference of all the functions that are not default. So with this, I can directly access all the functions that are not default functions. So how can I use it? I will show you. I will do calc.add. If I run this, so it will run the addition for me. Just the same way, if I want to do the subtracts, I can do it. It will do the subtraction for me. I use the same heading, that's what it shows me. So these are the three type of imports are there. Name export. Name export means if you directly export something from the name that I explained you. If I will in the index.js file, if I directly use the add in the basis, sorry, suppose add. This is the example of named export. Default export is means if you want to export a default function, then how can you export directly? There is no basis required. I'll directly take the function and put it there. And there is one example, the mixed name and default export. If we have mixed name and default export, then what you need to do? The default export you just specify normally, and the normal export you will specify in the braces. If I have subtraction also, what can I do it here in the comma? I will pass the subtraction. So now these all should work for me. So I have to remove this calc because I am not using alias. That's it. There is one more, the cyclic export are there that I will explain you when we starting the React. What are the different type of npm dependencies are there? So if you remember in our last project, what we did, if I open that readme.txt, type a command npm init, and then we have to install some dependencies, just like npm install hyphen hyphen save hyphen hyphen deb babel cli and babel preset EX 2015. So these are the dependency that we installed in our project. And once we install this dependency, if you see that these all the dependency are created inside our node module. There are two type of dependency that we can use in our npm package. One is the local dependency, one is the global dependency. Suppose if you want to install some dependency globally, you can install it globally in the node. And if you want that some dependency is required only for a specific project. Suppose if I use this Babel CLI, right? If I want to use this Babel CLI only specific to this project, so I will install that dependency specific to this project. So that I will explain you what are the different type of npm dependency. There are two type of npm dependency. In the last class, whatever we did it, that is the local dependency. In the local dependency, when you install an npm package using command npm install, the way we did it in the last class, npm install. So what it will be do? It will be create all the dependency graph in my project itself. So all the node modules are come in the project itself. So if I will delete this project, if I will remove this project, that means the complete node module of this project will be get removed. There's one more type of dependency, that is global dependency. If you install some package globally, that means that package will be available in other projects also. So there are two type of dependency in the node. One is the local dependency and one is the global dependency. Now the question is that in which scenario we will use the local dependency and in which scenario we will use the global dependency, and how we can check that where is the global dependency is there. So for this, let me install a package, that is our first React package that will help you to understand. So what I will do, I will clear. If you install some node package with the prefix -g, that will be install a package globally. If I'm saying install a package globally, that means it will install a package in your machine. That is, is available in the class path, and with this class path you can access that project everywhere. So now suppose if I'll what this create react app. This create react app is a node package that we will use for creating the react application. So if you go to npm.js and if we specify create react app, so if you see this is a create react app, this is the package we will use for creating our react application. The same way Angular also expose some boilerplate. So this is the boilerplate that will be used for creating our react application. So what we need to do, we have to install this dependency as a global dependency. So I can use this command anywhere in my machine. So if I install it, so this is installed in my machine. So after that, I can access this command create react app globally in my machine. So if I to if you see this command start executing in my machine, so that means this package is globally installed in my machine. So if this package is globally installed, then where it is installed in my machine, that I need to check. So for that, what, so if I will go here, if you see I'm installing a package. See, before this I've typed it, then it said that command not found, right? Because this package is not globally installed. You got it, right?
Okay. Yeah.
I'm typing create react app, it is saying that command not found. So what I need to do, if I want to access some package as a command, so I need to install it globally. So what I will do, npm install -g create. I will show you where it will get stored. Don't worry. Now I told that I have installed this project, then where it is installed. So there are different location based on the machine. Either I'm using a Mac or I'm using a window location. If you are using a window location, then you will get this file in this location like C user and then username app data roaming npm, and inside the npm you are using create react app. This package will available. I will show you where it is in the Mac. So I will go there. You need to do, you have to write the command create react app, then after that name of your project. Suppose I will take the name of the project first react app, and you have to put enter. So now what is it is doing right now, it is creating a project for me that have a inbuilt server and that have a raw structure of the project. That project structure we will also start, we will learn how to create it, but we will learn in the later stage when you have some understanding of backpack, when you have some understanding of component, then you are able to create it. What Facebook people will do it for the beginners, they will create this boilerplate, so you can take this boilerplate and you can start coding on it. Once you have some foundation, then after you can start creating this boilerplate from itself. That is the utility they will provide to us.
Yeah, got it, Manin. Thank you.
So it is installing right now, so it will take some time. So see, if you see the command, what it is doing, it is installing React, React DOM, and React script, right? So by default, they are installing these packages for me. I don't need to install it. So whatever the things required for creating a basic React app, that it will do for me. That we
Okay.
can.
So here,
Yeah.
Node first app is our project, and what is the first React app is our package.
First
Is
app
that correct?
is the root folder of our project.
Okay.
So if you see, if I will
And
go the training R, I will say first React app, right? So this is the folder. Inside this folder, they will download each and everything. So we need to move one directory up to create a project. Got it, right? So this installed our project completely. Now, if you see, once the project is successfully installed, they will give some message just like that, success creating first React app, and this project is getting created. So now what I need to do, where I have to install the package in this folder, right? React first step. So I have to go inside this folder. Right now I am in the training folder. And where is the training folder? Training folder in my desktop. So I have to go inside this folder. So what I will do, cd. So right now there is two folders. So I will use first React tab. Now to start a project, I have to use the command npm start. I will do npm start. Doing it. Let me close it. I have created a project, right, with the name first React tab. Okay, so I have to go inside that directory because in JavaScript we don't have a two-step compilation. Just like in Java, we have a .java file, and then after .class file is created, right? And that .class file will execute by the interpreter. That's how the Java compilation will go on, right? But in JavaScript, it is not the thing. In JavaScript, we should have an engine. That engine will take the file as the input, and it will return me the output. That's it.
Okay, okay, Manan. Thank you.
So basically server side code also you will write in JavaScript file, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
So if you see, it will create this basic structure project for me. So we will start with the package.json because now I am hoping that you have the understanding of this file. Package.json means the complete project compilation will start here. So what this project will do, it will install the React inside this project. It will install the React DOM and React script. What is the use of this React DOM and React script, that I will explain you later. And if you see the script, in the script, they will create some script that will starting the project, that will building the project, test the project, and what is the use of the eject command, that I will explain you later. And leave these two things as of now, that I will explain you in the next class. What is ESLint config and what is browser list. So if you see
Okay.
the source code, in the source code, firstly we will go to the HTML page, right? This is the index.html page. In this index.html page, what we will do, what we are doing it here, let me remove each and everything so that you can easily correlate the things. I've removed all the code. What is there inside this? In the body tag, we have created a div and will we specify the ID of that div, right? So what we are doing it, our project execution will start with this file index.js. And in this index.js, what we are doing it, we are doing the import React because we have the React is available. We are importing one more package, that is the React DOM. What is the use of that package, that I will explain you. Suppose if you want to hook some code of React into some HTML element, then you need this React DOM package. So what this React DOM will do, it will take the main file of your project and it will hook up it inside this div. So whatever the React code you will write, that will React code will go inside this div. So this is the root component. So in the root component, you have to specify one component. That is, suppose I've created a component and this component will be render it in my document.getElementById. This code node in the HTML to inject our framework. Means I will
Okay.
not writing any code inside this HTML file. I will just
Okay.
specify one tag from which I will launch my React framework.
Okay.
So what I will
Okay.
specify here, I will specify div ID root, right? So this is
Yeah.
the key point where I will load my React framework. So how I will
Okay.
load it? For this, I will need a React DOM. This React
Okay.
DOM have a method. Let me this React DOM have a method render. So from this method, React execution will start it. So this method need two input. First is the component name. And second is where I have to hook it in the HTML.
Okay.
So suppose I want to hook my complete React framework into this ID, right? So how I can get it in the JavaScript? I have to type document. From the document, I will get the complete object of this HTML page. Now I will specify here ID, right? So what I will do, I will find this ID. So for this, I will use document.getElementById. by ID. By getElementById, by ID, I can find anything in the DOM. And here the ID is root. I will take this root and I will type it here. So by this way, I can hook my complete React framework with this file, divide root. And now
Okay, so
I need to pass at least one component in this framework so that it can show anything to me. Means one component is mandatory to specify here. Because if you see in this index.html, there is nothing I am rendering it here. I am not showing anything. So for this, you have to create your first component that will show something in your screen. So for this, suppose I have created a component app. This is the app component. Let me go in this file. And if you see, this is the file. Let me remove each and everything inside it. I don't need anything. So I'm hoping this line is clear to everyone, right? If I write import react bracket component from react, that means I am trying to import something from my component that is available in my dependency. That means if I'm saying import it from the react, so that will directly available from this react component, react package. And here I'm using react without bracket and the component I'm using bracket. So what does it mean? The component is not the default export, whereas react is the default export. This line is clear to everyone. See, this is the react and this is the project by default inside it. So it is referring everything from here, from this project. So this I have installed it as a dependency where in the package.json file. If you see in npm, it is a package. So what I will do, I need these two things, react or component for creating a basic project. So instead of this, if I will write this, that is also correct. There is no harm in it. If I remove this, because I can also do this, and I can do this in a single line itself. Got it?
yeah, man.
So let me open it. Close it. What I will do, I will go into a server and I have to do npm start. So see, this hello world is printed it for me. So what we are creating it, we have created our first component and we inject our first component to our DOM node. So what it will do, it will inject. Now if you see the HTML code of this project, then you are able to understand what exactly is going on. So if you see, there is a divide root inside it, right? From where it is coming from this divide root. After that, whatever the code I will write inside it, and that will be coming from my React framework because I will inject my component inside this ID. So if you open it, inside it, you are seeing that there is a hello world is coming, and this hello world is coming from where? This hello world is coming from this app component. There is one more way to check this, means this is the normal DOM structure. We can check that. Suppose you have created a component, and how can you check that is it where this component it is? For this, we have a plugin that is React Dev tool. With this React Dev tool, you can see this DOM structure as a component structure also. Suppose I have created a component, so it is showing me the component, and inside this component, this thing is there. It is just showing me the component level things. Okay. So that's it for today.